Targus CES 21. I'm Richard Taylor. I know, this isn't Vegas, but we figured if we couldn't bring you to the entertainment, we'd bring the entertainment to you. And as you can tell, we're feeling just a little nostalgic.
Remember these? Yes, actual, real office spaces. We experienced actual human contact and even interacted bare-faced. What fun we had! We were positively lapping up the good times. But then everything changed. And we all found ourselves managing the chaos and trying to balance life's many competing priorities. In this brave new world, homework has taken on a whole new meaning. Some of us have been virtually chained to the desk, while others have figured out how to make our new workspaces really work, where we're both productive and comfortable. Like really, really comfortable. Well, no matter where you choose to set up shop, we at Targus have got you covered. We've been beavering away on a slew of new gear to meet the moment. Over the next half hour, we'll be shedding light on innovations to keep your devices safe and your workspaces clean. Showcasing the docks that liberate your laptops and morph your mobiles into supercharged supercomputers. And some cool new ways of boosting your productivity and comfort while you're on the go. So, without further ado, let's crack on and join the Targus team down in Southern California at their Anaheim headquarters. Andrew Corkill, VP of Marketing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hey Rich, how you doing? Good to see you.
I'm good, thank you. I'm surviving in my little home office, and you are COVID safe on set there, I hope.
Yeah, we are absolutely COVID safe here. We're in the COVID bubble here, and the crew all is wearing their masks. We're good, thanks.
Good to hear. Now, I guess the pandemic must have been somewhat strange for you, because in many ways you're at the eye of the storm, because a lot of your products are very workplace focused, but more recently you've been making a lot more products for consumers at home as well. Just give me a sense of how the last 9 or 10 months have been for you guys.
Well, the past 9 or 10 months, it's been challenging, Rich. I mean, for a lot of us, we've been working at home, really isolating ourselves, making sure that we're able to get our work done. And Targus is in kind of a unique position because we really make those products that help you be more productive, and you're able to get work done at home, at work, or anywhere in between. Targus, we've been in business over 37 years, and we are one of those companies that a lot of enterprise and B2B businesses really rely on to make sure that their workers are productive. We sell our products into over 90% of Fortune 1000 companies, and we really help to make it easier for them to be more efficient and productive.
And a lot of people will know you, of course, from your history of making bags and cases, right? But you've certainly graduated a lot from that position, but that's definitely where your roots started, right?
Yeah, Targus, you may know Targus as a bag company, and that's really been where our history is. Targus actually created the very first computer bag back in 1983. And as you can imagine, in 1983, computers were huge. They weren't the small laptops we have today. So bags were big, and Targus started making bags. We were contracting with a lot of manufacturers, and we still work with those same manufacturers today to create backpacks, briefcases, everything you need to protect your technology.
So I guess we'll be seeing a lot more of those bags in the other CES video showcase that we have for you. But just give us a sense of some of the other products that we're going to be looking at later in this show, and also the kind of principles that have driven those products for this particular year.
So a lot of the products we're going to talk about today are our technology solutions. So it's really looking at how we're able to provide solutions to help you protect and connect your products.
Crucially, it doesn't matter what brand of laptop you have, right? Or even what operating system you're working on. Unlike a lot of very manufacturer-specific docking stations, yours work across everything.
If you've got an Apple computer, or you've got a PC, you have a Lenovo, Dell, HP, all of those are going to work with all of our products. We try to be brand agnostic, make our products work with everything, so the consumer doesn't have to worry about it. It'll work with everything that you want to plug into it.
So let's focus on CES 2021 and what you have lined up for the coming year. What are some of the guiding principles that we're going to be seeing behind some of the products that your folks are going to be talking about later in this particular video?
So this year, our guiding principle is around work reimagined. It's been a very challenging and difficult year. So we need to reimagine the way we work, reimagine the workplace. And so there's three things that we really want to focus on at CES this year. First one is working healthy, making sure that you are safe in your workplace no matter where you are. The second one is working sustainably, making sure that you have products that are sustainable, they're actually going to help the environment in the long run. And the third one is really being able to work from anywhere, making sure that whether you're at home, you're at work, or you're even commuting in between, you have everything you need to be able to get your work done.
All right, so let's dive into some of these products in a bit more detail. Let's bring in Mike Sexton. So I'm very curious, as I'm sure a lot of the viewers are, to hear more about the disinfecting light that you have in front of you. So tell me all about it.
Yeah, so it's exciting. It's a product that we actually just won a CES Innovation Award for. And it is a ultraviolet light, the UVC band specifically, so UVC LED Disinfection Light. And it's designed to sit on a desk, just like you see here in front of a keyboard and a mouse. It's not tall enough to obstruct your view to the monitor, and it's really something great to help disinfect all of the things that you have on your desk in front of you. In this scenario, normally we have a mouse, keyboard here, maybe you want to put your smartphone under there. All of those things will automatically get disinfected by our light.
I love that idea of just coming into work in the morning and having a clean environment, knowing it's all been done. What kind of level of protection are we actually talking about when we're talking about using UVC light?
Yeah, it's a very high level of protection. UVC technology has been used in the healthcare industry for many years, and it really breaks down the DNA of any of the pathogens that are in front of it. So whether that be bacteria, viruses, you name it, it starts to break down the DNA as soon as it hits it, and really over a short period of time kills those things and keeps everything clean and safe.
But you've got to make sure, I guess, that it's disinfecting your environment and not breaking down your own DNA. So it's important, I suppose, with these things to make sure that you are going with a trusted brand and not buying some cheap and cheerful bit of kit off AliExpress.
Yeah, so that's actually a very important thing for us and all of our customers, is to keep them safe. That's the entire point of the light to begin with, is disinfection is a part of our safety and protection story. How this is safe is it has motion sensors. So the light will come on automatically. It will shine on the area here and disinfect. But if any motion happens in that area, like I am right now with my hands, it automatically shuts off. When it tries to start an automation cycle, it will check for motion. If there's any motion there, it won't start the cycle. So there's really no practical way to be exposed to the UVC light in a normal situation. And we have a great partnership that our partner has been deploying this in the healthcare industry for many years. They've done a lot of clinical research and third-party verification of the efficacy and safety. And so together we have created this product and are bringing it to our customers so that they're safe, the users are safe, and everyone is able to really keep their area clean and safe.
Now, I've seen some other, quite literally, solutions out there that do effectively a similar job, arguably at a lower price. And I've also seen, as you said, these kind of clamshells which can disinfect your device. Why did you go down this particular route?
Well, the first thing that we saw people doing, and in talking to our major customers, they were using liquid alcohol-based cleaning solutions to clean their keyboards. And that kills keyboards, all right? Liquid and electronics don't mix. So that was the first thing that we were trying to overcome, is what could we do, what technology could we bring to the situation that would do this? And we went with the light because it sits on the desk. It's an automated cycle. Every hour it tries to run a 5-minute cycle. When it knows it's safe, there's no motion in the area, it will run, and it will do that all day long, every day, without you having to do anything. And you mentioned those boxes. They're great, but you have to go put your smartphone in there. It's a limited amount of space, and you have to go do that proactively. In this case, this sits on your desk. It does its thing all day long, all night long, And like you said, when you come in the office in the morning, it's perfectly clean.
So this is an active disinfecting product, but you have other solutions as well for other products in your lineup, right?
Yeah, so this is the highest level, the premium protection that we think is very, very important for people, but there's other levels as well. So for high-touch items like a presenter or a mouse or our travel keyboard that we're coming out with soon, what we've done is we've integrated antimicrobial material into the product as it's being built. And that's really silver. It's silver that has very natural antimicrobial properties. It gets built right into the plastic, so when it's made, it is integral to the product itself, so it doesn't wear out over time. And then lastly, the lowest level, we have, for example, our universal keyboard cover, which is something that's personal. You can bring it in, put it on a keyboard so that you know that area is safe. You can use it all day long, every day. And I think of that as it's like wearing a pair of gloves.
Let's talk about some of the innovation going on aside from simply the health aspect in your products, in your Bluetooth keyboards, for example. Tell us what's new for 2021.
Right. So multi-device and Bluetooth 5.0 are two of the things that we're really focused on, as well as some unique form factors. Bluetooth 5.0 being important because it enables better connectivity, better range, and also lower power. So that lower power is important. It gives you better battery life. Don't have to change the batteries very often.
And the ergonomics, I love. I've actually seen your foldable keyboard. It literally just slips into your pocket. Really is incredibly portable. I love the purposeful innovation there as well. Also on that bigger Bluetooth keyboard, you've just simply got a slot which can hold a tablet. It can hold a smartphone.
Yes.
It just works.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, with people working in an office and at home and who knows where in the next several years, mobility and portability is very, very important. So we have a keyboard. Maybe I'll just hide it behind the smartphone for a second. But when you open it up, Bluetooth keyboard that's ergonomically designed, allows you to work anywhere. And then close it up, put it in your bag, simply take it with you. Then, as you mentioned, again, many people working at home especially are using not only their laptop, but their smartphone and maybe an iPad. We have a slot in one of our new products that allows you to set those devices there. With a touch of a button, you can flip between your work laptop, your smartphone, your iPad, and be able to type on your keyboard with that same quality typing experience you want easily.
Fantastic. Yeah, I just love it. It's just so simple, but it just works, and I hadn't seen that before.
Yeah.
Mike Sexton, thank you so much for your time. Be safe, be well, and we'll see you soon. Hopefully, maybe CES next year.
Great. Thank you, Rich.
So, Mike, they're touching on the idea of enhancing your productivity through connecting your phone wirelessly to a Bluetooth keyboard and just putting it on a Bluetooth keyboard. But actually, productivity these days can be expanded way further. Let's join Jeff Wickett over in the United Kingdom, 5,000 miles away. Hello, Jeff.
Hello.
Hi. So tell me what Targus has developed to try and really boost your productivity and go the extra mile.
Well, I'm delighted that we've been working with Samsung as one of their tier 1 suppliers on DeX workstations for both their phone and tablet range.
And just remind us, what is DeX?
So DeX is a Samsung and Microsoft collaboration standing for Desktop Experience, whereby your Android handset, be it phone or tablet, will enable you to work in Windows on your smart monitor. So it replaces the laptop.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I have to say, I've been using DeX for a while now, and you simply just plug in a couple of cables and suddenly you've seen your whole phone appear as a desktop experience. So all the apps that are on your phone can suddenly run full screen, and it really does enhance your productivity.
Absolutely, those are all great user benefits, but from an enterprise perspective, the potential saving is huge. Gartner calculated some years ago that the cost of serving an enterprise laptop for a year is north of $5,000. Well, all of a sudden, one device supersedes many, massively reducing your total cost of ownership. So I think that's a key point that I wouldn't want to get lost.
But there has been an unholy mess of cables. You've got to get a USB-C to HDMI and USB-A adapter and then plug it into the back of your monitor each time. It is a bit of a pain, and that, I have to say, for me has been a bit of a friction point in terms of how much have actually been using it. But I guess the docks solve those problems.
They do. They solve those problems, but also, Rich, I think it's important that these docks are there to not only increase your connectivity, but to increase security, but also to ensure that you don't have to automatically upgrade to a new smart USB-C monitor. They make it possible to work with legacy monitors, which is a massive saving on a large rollout.
Let's focus first off on the phone cradle. So just talk us through what connectivity we have on the phone cradle.
So we set out to design something that would fill everybody's needs working from home, and let's be honest, we've all had plenty of experience of that of late. So on the back of the phone workstation, you'll find there's a 3.5mm audio jack that's both in and out, so it will support a microphone and a headset. There's a wired Ethernet connection for speed to save to reduce latency. There's an HDMI connection, so you can connect to HDMI monitors, and a lot of houses will have TVs that use HDMI, so there's a win there. You can connect directly to your existing television set. There's two USB-A hubs there, so that you can connect a mouse or a keyboard, and there's two SD card readers as well. You can either expand your phone's memory using FAT files, is what we would recommend, or secondly, we've been working with the Samsung Knox team over in Poland around their security options, and that's where these SD card readers come in because they're critical to dual authentication.
So you've also got tablet solutions as well for different industries. Talk us through that.
Industry needs, industry infrastructures, existing setup, they all vary. So we're working hard on the concept of modularity. What do I mean by that? Well, we've created a modular platform that enables us to flex to accommodate Samsung's ever-changing roadmap and to work around the existing infrastructure of keyboards, mice, and monitors that any organization may have. What we're talking about is a dock that will enable you to connect to your legacy monitors, to put that into the easiest possible terms.
Jeff, thank you so much. Okay, so we've seen phone docks, we've seen tablet docks, but let's not forget that a fair few of us are still using laptops, and we want to expand our productivity on those. Let's bring in Nick Markowski back in LA. How are you doing, Nick?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. So Nick, how are you going to enable me to expand my productivity using my laptop? I do remember when I was able to plug in my laptop to two screens in standard definition and thought that was amazing, but you're going clearly quite a few steps further.
We are, yeah, thanks. So dual 4K has sort of become passé in many respects, right, in universal docking. So Targus has been in universal docking for 7-8 years, and we've had dual 4K docks for a majority of that time. But I will tell you that we've moved into quad, so 4 4K displays. So a single USB-C connection from your host device into this docking station enables 4 4K displays. So that's a heck of a lot of real estate, and for somebody who needs multiple screens and has multiple apps running at the same time, this is the solution. And again, highly universal. We'll work with Mac, PC, Linux, you name it, in terms of operating systems and PCs. And again, you need more than 2 displays, this is the way to go. Plug it in and it'll work.
Now that's going to be a serious drain on my laptop, isn't it? If I'm plugging in a dock and I'm trying to push something out to 4 displays, I'm going to need your chill mats to cool the fan. I'm going to need an extra big battery or an extender, aren't I, on my laptop?
Yeah, no, not at all. The magic of this dock is something called DisplayLink, and what that's doing is it's compressing video. So there's software on your host device, and there's hardware inside of the docking station. So you compress on this side on the host, it transmits through USB-C, and then decompresses and renders on the docking station to your displays. Most of the heavy lifting is being done by the dock. Yeah.
But am I able to keep my laptop charged at the same time as being able to push everything out?
Yeah, definitely. So this guy supplies 100 watts of USB-C power delivery power, but then it also supplies 90 watts of legacy power. So if you're driving a USB-A based host device, you've got 90 watts of legacy power here as well. So this thing literally plays nice with practically every PC that exists. Yeah.
Now, I'm a video guy, and in front of me I have 3 4K monitors, and I feel slightly greedy even having that. Who is this product aimed at? Who needs 4 4K monitors? Let's be honest.
Yeah, so you can imagine day traders, right? Stock folks who need to have all the tickers up and all of this sort of thing. It makes a lot of sense. Call centers, right? So if you've got a couple of different chats on 2 or 3 different windows, and you've got your own email, et cetera. So really, and again, I'm using 4, and if I go back to 3, I'm not going to like it, right? So, but it's one of those, if you just need the real estate, single USB-C connection to the Dock 570 for 4K.
Yeah, you must be very proud because you've won all sorts of awards, haven't you? Innovation awards.
We
you
have.
are the innovation guy, so it's
That's
well
right.
done to you.
Yeah, right. It's all up to me, yes. So, but yes, the Dock 570 did win a CES Innovation Award, and we've also got a Dock 520 as well, which is for HD displays, but the Dock 570 for 4K, this is the guy, this is the big boy, yeah.
We've heard about docking stations now, but that's great for me as a consumer or as an employee. But you're also making some smart docking stations as part of a much bigger kind of enterprise level solution, which gives that 30,000 foot view onto the enterprise. I'm very excited about this, I have to say. So tell me about that kind of solution and what you've got going on there.
Yeah, sure, thanks. So as I mentioned, Targus has been in docking for 7-8 years, right? So we start to wonder, okay, we're doing really well with these universal docking stations, but sort of what's next, right? What's next in our mind is MirrorLogic. So MirrorLogic is basically smart-enabled IoT-connected docking. So what exactly does that mean? So effectively, this is a dual 4K USB-C docking station that we've enabled with a single board computer, an SBC, an IoT computer, effectively. So it's sort of embedded in the top here. What that guy is enabling us to do is to connect other Bluetooth peripherals that are effectively IoT endpoint devices that are collecting data from the enterprise, from the desk, from an individual desk, collecting all of that data, sending it up to the cloud, and allowing users to understand what is going on at the enterprise, right? In terms of what exactly is happening and what data is happening and is beneficial and useful at the desk.
So what would the real world benefits be for the company for doing something like this? Because this looks like it's just aggregating all the data from different workstations and providing that real-time overview, but I can imagine there's lots of different benefits.
Yeah, for sure. So you can imagine if you had, X number of thousand smart power strips installed, so you can really begin to understand what's happening on the power consumption side of things, right? So apply power schedules to turn on and off an entire building worth of hardware effectively, right? So you can imagine the direct to the bottom line ROI on the power consumption side. Yeah.
So I can understand that it's very exciting potentially for a company to be using this. A couple of questions though, briefly. Security obviously must be paramount, and also from my point of view as an employee, isn't it a little bit creepy to know that you're monitoring me at my desk?
Yeah, no, very good question. So on the security side, we actually went out to a third-party cybersecurity firm, gave them all of this, multiple versions of all of this hardware, and said, break into it, hack this. And it came back to us. They effectively do that and grade the system. They grade the platform. They came back to us and we did really well. So we're feeling very good about the security side of this platform for sure. Now on the privacy piece of it, let's be very clear. This is not a camera, right? This is not actually a camera that's capturing anything identifiable about an individual person. Now, should an enterprise choose to enable NFC, and the NFC is tied to an ID card, then my identity as Nick will be known by the system when I wand in, but that's ultimately up to the enterprise, right? And I think we can all agree that a lot of that information is already being collected by enterprises today, so this is really nothing new in that respect.
So this is super exciting stuff, and I imagine that you can take it all sorts of places now you've got this kind of smart IoT platform in place.
Yeah, for sure. So a big one for us has been working on the safe return to the office, right? So with COVID, there's all sorts of ambiguity with when are we returning to the office, what does that look like? Many times customers have come to us and said, hey, how can MirrorLogic help with that? So what we're actually doing right now is formulating a set of new features that are actually going to enable automated enforcement of social distancing, right? So imagine authenticating into a desk and having the neighboring desks turned off and disabled to enable social distancing, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I guess that's the beauty of having a holistic approach, and that's something that you guys at Targus can think about doing, where you've got an entire platform where the possibilities, once you've built the core platform, can then start springing out from that. I think that's amazing. Nick, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Fantastic, super smart innovation there, but not all innovation needs to be complicated. Madison Newman is going to show us some tech that is Relatively simple, but no less effective. Hey, Madison.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. So what have you got in front of you there?
So here we have our chill mats and risers. This is our chill mat with 2 fans, and it's also a riser, so you can be able to angle your computer how you want. It also has this cool feature where it has this little cord that you plug into a USB port, and it's always annoying when it takes up a USB port, so even on the back, we have 4 more, so you can plug in your peripherals and stuff, so you don't lose a USB port, you actually gain some.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's clever. And so what that is doing is basically taking some of the load away from your computer, away from your laptop, keeping it working efficiently, productively, means that you can keep working on your, heavy duty applications or watching tons of video without it overheating. Very
Exactly.
clever. But not only keeping your computer cool, but also actually, and this is a serious thing, like keeping your legs from overheating as well, because my kids are going, oh my God, Dad, seriously? That laptop is really hurting my legs. So it actually just kind of lifts it off your legs, doesn't it?
Yeah, when I'm working from home, I like to be in the living room or in my office, or I like to be able to go outside even. So I like to be mobile. So these are really handy for that. And they don't hurt my legs, and it's also a steady surface for me to be able to work from.
And I guess the ergonomics shouldn't be overlooked as well, right? Because you've got different levels there that you can adjust it to, different angles, different degrees.
Correct, yeah. I have this up against my monitors, and I hate when, if I want to use my laptop as like another screen, if it's off of eye angle, it just bothers me. So I think it's a really cool feature that it goes up like that.
Now, going even one step simpler down the chain here in terms of technology. I mean, it is kind of technology, but it's just really cleverly designed technology that doesn't actually have any electronics in it. Talk us through this.
I love this thing. It's aluminum, so it's really sturdy, and you can take it with you wherever you go. And as you showed, it closes, so it's really small and portable. But it works as a portable stand that you can put your laptops, 15.6 laptop and lower, or any sort of like iPad, and it has a bunch of different viewing angles and different modes, so you can turn a tablet into a laptop if you just plug in your Bluetooth keyboard, so I can be on the go and not have to take my laptop with me everywhere I want.
I love that. Some very cool tech on display there. Madison, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Let's just bring in Andrew Corkill one more time. Andrew, so many products, so many innovations. Where do you start with it all? What are your favorites?
So, Rich, after seeing all of these great innovations, I have 2 favorites that stick out. One of them is the UVC LED Disinfection Light. This is just an incredible product. It's going to help purify the desktop. It's a game changer for people in the office and at home. The second one is this product right here. This is the Phone Cradle Workstation. This is going to be a top-selling product. It's just great. It allows you to use Samsung DeX right from my Samsung phone. Gives me the desktop experience that I need when I'm on the go. So these are some really cool products that we've come out with, and I think they're going to be really successful.
I love the idea of just simply plugging my phone in and having an entire desktop experience. It really is super cool. CES Video Showcase number 2, we have a ton more stuff to cover off, right?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to focus in on a lot of our cases. So at Targus, our legacy is cases. We've been making backpacks and briefcases and everything you need to carry your technology for the past 37 years. So we're going to hone in on antimicrobial products. We're also going to be looking at eco solutions that are going to help sustain the environment. So these are 2 key areas that we're focused on.
And where can people find out more about pricing, availability, that kind of thing?
You can find out more about all of these products at targus.com.
Fantastic. Andrew, for this time around, thank you so much. Thank you for your team as well. And thank you for all the amazing innovations that you guys have been putting out. We'll see you soon.
Great. Thanks, Rich. Good to see you guys. We'll see you soon.